Oilers, you got a great offense with Connor McDavid. So I have them sweeping them.
Yeah, well, I don't think you heard my point. The San Francisco Giants have 3 more in the 2010s than the Rangers have in their entire history. So, yeah.
It's hard to get back and to get back-to-back wins, and I don't see the Lightning doing it here, so I have them losing to the Hurricanes in 6.
We don't talk about the 2010s because the 2010s had the Astros, and if the Astros didn't happen, the Yankees would have won in 2017 with the Dodgers.
He was close to Frank Reich, and they want Frank Reich back, so that's what they got. It's their discount Frank Reich.
Kaprizov and the rest of this crew, Jordan Greenway, who doesn't get enough props. He definitely is somebody who needs to be mentioned more.
Hi, this is Julie Dobbs. You're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NFL Opinions of the Week. Week 1 is done. We talked about starting 1-0. Is that important? Make sure you check that out. There's also a little bit of baseball mixed in, but let's talk about the kickoff. The man that I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing it. It's a normal thing. We've done it for 4 years on to year 5, and that man is Austin.
Yeah, so the kickoff rules, they're different. I didn't expect to see DJ Dallas be the first person to return in an NFL regular season game. The kickoff with the new kickoff rules. Kevin, how do you like them or dislike them?
So I think they're a step in the right direction, and I would say the DJ Dallas one kind of pushed me. I'm like, okay, maybe this does work, because if we're going on Thursday and Friday's games, you're like, okay, it's the same thing. They're just booting it at the back of the end zone. Then you also have the Bears. The Bears player fumbled the snap. It went off his foot, and then the Titans recovered.
Snap?
He didn't fumble the snap. He fumbled the kick. The kick came down and it hit off his foot, bounced to a Titans player. So it does add some excitement. The thing that I'm still not used to is I'm sort of in the mode, and a lot of people talked about it. When a kickoff would happen, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to go get something from the fridge. You're still in the room, but you're not really looking at the TV. And I'm sort of in that habit because with the DJ Dallas, I just looked up and I saw him score. And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And so I like it, but it does seem like only a few teams are utilizing it. Some teams like the Chiefs and Ravens are just kicking it at the end zone. They're just moving it to the 30. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the only big problem I really have with it still is the onside kick rule. I still think that needs to be changed. I think Kevin and I both have given our 2 cents regarding the fact that should now be either an untimed down or some sort of play where it's not necessarily a kick. But I also hate that you can't. Again, I keep seeing replays of ones like the Saints at halftime, or the Pat McAfee just randomly does it because he knows he can get it. So I would like to see that be changed where you can onside kick it or go for to get the ball again at some point, because I do think that the way they're doing it now is not necessarily the greatest.
Yeah, that's my problem with it as well. Because so they're bringing back the kickoffs. So let's start a petition to bring back the onside kick. It should be hard to recover an onside kick, but not what it is now, because it's less than a 0.1 chance, and you have to be severely you're not thinking. The only time I remember it working was the Falcons Cowboys, and that's because the player wasn't coached right. To me, it should be, if you have a great play, you can draw it up, because I want that aspect. When I was thinking about, there was one game where it was close and they were trying to come back, and I was like, I would feel, maybe it was the Packers game. I'm like, this would be great if they could onside kick it or have a better chance, because then I'd be like, okay, this is easier for them to come back then. Maybe it wasn't the Packers Eagles, because there was about 6 minutes and the Eagles just bled it. But I want a chance to where it's not, I don't want 20% of the time, but I would like 10% of the time, or that thought of, okay, if done right, they can get the ball and they can go tie the game. So that's my problem with it. They should just get rid of the kicking aspect in the onside kick and make it an onside play.
Yeah, I just call it an untimed down that is like a 15 yards. I think it should be you kick the ball from the 35, you have to get it to the 50. Like that's the whole play.
Yeah.
Wherever you get sacked or wherever, if you get downed or whatever, that's where the other team recovers.
Yeah, I like that. So that's my biggest thing. But from the kickoff aspect, I'm very interested to see as we go through the season, because I heard about the Bears drawing up a counter play for it. How do teams utilize this and use it as an aspect for scoring teams? Because special teams had kind of gone away from just that dynamic of scoring. And I'm hoping that comes back with this rule.
I agree. Do you think that week 1 proved that the new kickoff rules, except for the onside kick, was a success? Or is that to be determined?
I'm going to say to be determined, but it's leaning towards success because they have a kickoff return already.
Yeah, I definitely think seeing a return week 1, I'd say, is a success for the league. Now, whether or not it's the best choice, we'll see if that ends up being the case. But I think the league definitely thinks it was a success because of the kickoff return.
Yeah, and that was definitely and that was in a really close game between the Bills and Cardinals. So any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right, let us know what you think. We appreciate you listening. Let us know your thoughts on the kickoffs. And thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.